What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, as I mentioned the last week on the video that we did, we're gonna have one more video that's similar to last week's. We're gonna be eating here at home. I'm about to head out now to go order and pick up the food, and then I'm gonna bring it back here and we're gonna do a review on it. With that said, today I decided that something that we haven't done on the channel, I believe since last year, one of you guys correct me if I'm wrong, is we haven't really done too much Italian food. So the place that we're gonna be going to today is a place that's been around in Orlando for a really long time. And recently I found out that they opened a location right down the street from my house where you can go and have some really good quality pizza, but they also sell pastas. I think they sell calzones. They have a whole bunch of desserts. They sell garlic knots. They sell a bunch of different things. Today we're gonna try to focus on probably one of their pasta dishes. I'm gonna also try to see if I can get a calzone if they do sell them. If not, I'll probably get ourselves some pizza to try to see, you know, the quality and how it is compared to the other pizza places that we've been to. And I'm gonna order a dessert that I know that they sell, which is this amazing and delicious chocolate cake. We're gonna go ahead and try to get that food, bring it back here, and we'll see you guys then. But thank you so much for sticking with me. Hopefully, I think by next week, we should be able to start eating on location again if things permit, because as everybody knows, things are getting worse. But you know, let's go ahead and head out, go pick up that food because I am starving. I didn't eat just so I can make this video for you guys, and we're gonna go ahead and head out now. All right, guys, we made it back. I am super excited because this place, I almost forgot to mention the name, is Giovanni's. Now, the funny thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, before I go to most places that I go to around here in Orlando, I try to look them up online just to make sure they're nowhere else in the US, or maybe they're like very centralized in certain areas. Giovanni's, I put it online and they came up everywhere. With that said, it's because it's a very popular Italian name and a lot of places name themselves after them. But this Giovanni's is here in Florida. They used to only have one location. I remember when they opened their second location, and now they opened a third location right down the street in my house. I used to go, this place is really nostalgic for me because I used to eat a lot of this in my old job with a lot of people that I used to hang around with, and you know, life moves on, things change, jobs change, and it's really good, but it's hard for me to go there often because of the fact that the closest other location besides this one was about an hour away. So with that said though, it was so difficult to actually order the food when I got there because everything on their menu looked amazing. So as you guys can see, I mean, there's a lot of different things here, and I can't wait till we dig in and start showing you guys one by one. But today what we ended up doing is we ended up getting a slice of their white cheese and white sauce pizza. We ended up getting the house special calzone. We also got, of course, some garlic knots. I can't wait to try those out. We got the chocolate cake I mentioned to you guys, and we also got spaghetti alla carbonara. So I can't wait to try all these different dishes and see if they're still as good as I remember. So let's go ahead and dig in. So the cool thing about this is that when you guys order the food from them, they actually give you the food, like if you're gonna do takeout, they give you the food all pretty much sealed. But look at this, oh my God. Look at that beauty, guys. You got the pieces of garlic in there, nice big chunks of garlic. So you know they were using actual garlic and not what other places use, like garlic powder, garlic salt and stuff. They're using the actual condiments and ingredients. This looks really good. It looks like it's topped off with some Parmesan cheese. It's nice and warm, nice and soft. You could see the butter that it's glazed with. Oh my God, guys, I cannot wait to take a bite into this. It is gonna be freaking amazing. So I'm really excited. We're gonna take a bite out of it first. It is really, really good. It's nice and soft and almost gooey, even though there's nothing in it because of the butter. The garlic flavor is super strong because you're eating actual pieces of garlic. But they went ahead and they put a little bit of the marinara sauce on the sides, and this is house made. So we're gonna go ahead and try a little bit of that. We're gonna go ahead and get this and dip right into it. Ooh, that looks really good. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on the edge there. Oh, I cannot wait. But yeah, see the chunks of garlic are falling on it. But this looks so freaking good. All right, so their marinara sauce, one of the best I've ever had. As for the garlic knot itself, it's really, really good. It's not the best I've had. That's just being honest. Unfortunately, it is, like I said, it's very doughy. So what I'm used to, it's this nice and crispy outer layer. Then you have that nice soft inner layer. When you bite into it, the greasiness, the butter kind of goes into your mouth along with the garlic flavor. Here, it's good. I don't want to say that it's not. It is. It's really good, but the garlic is super strong because it's actual big pieces of garlic, so it's a little overwhelming, which I thought it would be, but I kind of wanted to give the benefit of the doubt, maybe mix it with the cheese and the butter and things like that, but it's really strong in garlic, and then it just dissipates like that. Like, of course, you get that lingering garlic taste, but there's no other flavor. It's literally just garlic. At least with the other places that I've been to, you're able to distinguish, you know, the garlicky, it's just really strong. I mean, it's garlic bread, you know? You have that garlic, but then you have the flavor of the bread itself. Then you have the butter just come in and kind of coat your tongue. And then you get the Parmesan cheese that adds a little bit of saltiness to it. This just felt like I bit into very soft, maybe just made bread that literally didn't even have time to cool down. So it's really soft, I mean, the texture wise. And then the garlic just overtook everything else. I couldn't taste the butter, I couldn't taste the cheese or anything like that. The second bite though with that marinara sauce, that was amazing. The marinara sauce is freaking delicious because it's sweet. And then that bitterness of tomatoes in general, it's not actually there. So I'm really, you know, I really did enjoy that. But we're gonna go ahead and dig into the pizza slice now. So, reveal time. This is our pizza slice. Now, of course, I had to drive home. It wasn't that long of a drive, but still. I went ahead and they heated this in their ovens. Got it nice and ready. It's one of the last individual slices. Usually when you order an entire pizza, they'll make it on the spot. But I decided to just get one of these regular slices like you would when you're in New York, or like the ones that they have basically showing on the showcase. And you just grab one, they heat it up for you and they serve it. So we're gonna go ahead and try this one out. I haven't had that, but I forgot the name. I don't know if they said Sicilian pizza. I think that's what they said. But it's basically the mozzarella with, I believe it's another type of cheese with white sauce under it. So we're gonna go ahead and try that out. Oh, can't wait. That's actually cream cheese. And the inside is cream cheese as well. Or at least that's what it tastes like. That cheese tastes so good. The mozzarella on top has a little bit of a charness because of the oven. And it's oh my gosh, it just tastes so good. First bite, I was still tasting the garlic from the garlic knots. But that second bite, when I got a little bit more of the cream cheese, oh my God, the creaminess just all over my tongue. Unfortunately, it did cool down, so it's almost at room temperature on the quick drive. I mean, I wish I could have stayed there, but I couldn't. But I have a feeling if you have this right when they take it out, nice and piping hot, it'll be delicious because it's good now. So I can't even imagine how amazing it will be if it just straight out of the oven into your plate. All right, guys, we're gonna go to the next one that I'm really excited for. This is another one that was sealed. And this is going to be the house special calzone. So you guys gotta check this out. I haven't even opened it, so it's still sealed. Let's take a look at it. So first things first, let's go ahead and just remove that tape as best as we can. There we go. And then here goes the big reveal. Wow, that looks really nice. Now I know the inside had green, it had like everything. It has beef, pepperoni, it has chicken, cheese, lots of cheese as you guys could tell. It has tomatoes, green peppers. Oh my goodness gracious. We're gonna cut a small piece of it because there's so many other things that we gotta try. But we're gonna try to see if I can get a knife and we'll cut it right here. And then we'll dig in and then you have some of that delicious marinara sauce they added with the calzone as well. I really like this because it allows it to breathe. Unfortunately, since it's enclosed in a box and it's cooling down, it made the bread kind of like sink in, but I saw it when they pulled it out. It was nice and plump, like full, kind of like a balloon. It's a little bit deflated now, but I'm guessing it's because the temperatures are going down. And the air is escaping from this hole, making it tighten on the sides because of the airlock that probably the melted cheese is doing. But I can't wait to check this out. Let's cut it open and take a look. All right, guys, I'm gonna get a knife. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna cut into this, and then before I even separate the pieces, we're gonna go ahead and film me separating the pieces to see how good it is, like to see what the sight is, because nothing is more amazing than when you pull that cheese apart. It feels pretty cool, so hopefully the inside's still piping hot where the cheese is melted. All right, guys, there's the cut we made. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is from the freaking sausage and the ham, the cheese. Oh my God, look how much cheese is in there. That looks amazing. We gotta go ahead and take a bite out of this. I should have cut it right down the middle, but I'm gonna take a bite of this and see. Oh my God. All right. That Italian sausage, everything is good. The cheese is great, you know. The bread, a little soft. I like it when the bottom's a little crunchy, but like I said, it was enclosed in a box on a drive home. Even though it was a 10-minute drive, it's still a drive, you know, it's still gonna cool down. But this Italian sausage, the mushrooms, because there's mushrooms in there, is delicious, man. I'm gonna cut a little more into the middle so we can get a better angle. My dogs are going crazy right next to me because of the smell. The house smells so good right now. All right, let's check this out. So now we got a little bit further in the middle so you can see. You got Italian sausage, you got pepperoni, you got salami, you got mushrooms, you got the tomato slice, tomato piece. Oh my God, I gotta try this piece out. You got onions in there. Oh, we gotta try this piece out, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so freaking amazing, bro. Everything just goes so well together. You get the sauce from the different meats mixed together, and it has that really nice, delicious Italian seasoning smell and taste. Not only that, you get the softness of the tomatoes, the onions, the green pepper. You get the mushrooms that are super, super juicy. It's like they absorb like the juices of the mozzarella and the juices of all the different like meats that are in there. So they're full packed on. I haven't even dipped this in the marinara sauce, man. Genuinely one of the best tasting calzones that I've had. Now, to be fair, the last calzone I had was the vegetarian one. That one was really good, but oh my God, nothing beats ham and Italian sausage and things like that, man. So now we're gonna go ahead and get the salad. The salad is simple. You get your typical, basically, iceberg lettuce with some croutons. I don't know if these are homemade, to be honest. Let's go ahead and try one. They don't, actually they do look like they're homemade. Let's go ahead and try it. Not very good, to be completely honest. If they are homemade, they're really plain. But this, I know, is homemade Caesar. Oh man. Caesar sauce, I guess? I can't think of the word right now for whatever reason. So they did mention that this is homemade, so we're gonna go ahead and just pour it. I do wish I had some fresh sliced Parmesan cheese. I do have some in the refrigerator, but it's still in the block. I'd have to actually pull out the thing and all that stuff, but I don't really want to do that right now. I want to go ahead and try this while it's still nice and cold. Let's go ahead and take a bite out of this. Let's see if it's as good as it looks. I mean, it just looks like a regular salad. It has a little bit of Parmesan, but it looks like it's powder. But I want to try their sauce. Let's see how good the Caesar sauce is. Oh man, the Caesar dressing. Not sauce, dressing. The Caesar dressing, I couldn't think of the word. The Caesar dressing is so good though. The saltiness from the anchovy is still there, but it's not that strong. You get really good creamy texture and taste. But what I like the most about it is that vinaigrette taste, like right after. The croutons are crunchy. They're very basic, of course. You're supposed to mix it in with the salad. I'm kind of spoiled. I'm used to having the ones in packages that come like garlic butter and Parmesan cheese and all these other flavors. Especially, I think it was yesterday that we had a salad here. My wife made a salad last night. But I'm gonna be honest, it's really crunchy, but the bread does taste a little stale, like the croutons, and I don't like that. It makes me wonder, you know what I mean? But so far, the calzone, out of this world. It's the best thing that I've actually tried so far. The pizza, don't get me wrong, the pizza was delicious. I already told you my thoughts on the garlic knots. Let's go ahead and try the last thing, which is the one thing I'm holding on, because when I ordered it, the young waitress looked at me and she smiled and she said, that's a really good choice. So let's see if it's true. And that is the spaghetti carbonara. Now I will say the spaghetti is really freaking hot. That kind of burnt when I grabbed it. Let's take a look at this. So you have the carbonara, they put it in this really nice container because it's to go. And then they wrap some stuff up here. I'm wondering if it's like cheese sticks or bread. Oh my God, this is actual garlic bread, not the garlic knots. I wonder if this is gonna taste any better than those. I also see the pieces of garlic there. However, it looks like it's more of like garlic paste rather than actual garlic chunks like the other one. You have some melted cheese, you have some pepper. We'll try a piece of that in a second. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. Yeah, my hands are all greasy from, there's so much grease in all this food. There's so much butter and stuff like that. All right. Oh man, the smell though. And this one's actually, this is the one thing that I grabbed that is piping hot, that actually burnt my hand. So, as you guys know, carbonara is cooked on bacon, and there is just a lot of bacon in here. Oh, I'm hoping that it doesn't overtake the flavor of the rest of the pasta, because bacon's usually really, really salty. But we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit, and we're gonna try it out. All right, guys, let's take a bite into this. Ooh, man, it's making a mess. Wow. That's really good. The bacon is not salty at all. Like, bacon is delicious. It's freaking bacon. But bacon in itself, on its own, it's really salty, especially when you fry it. Even if you drain it, it's still really salty. I'm guessing it's the cream that they used. It's really like tying down the flavor of the bacon, like the saltiness. But the flavor and the smokiness of that bacon is still there. And on top of that, it also has ham, and the ham isn't salty at all. It's just, you get that protein, like delicious, like sweet ham. Almost, actually, I would say it's more, I think it's more jamon serrano. Like, it has that serrano taste. Oh man, that's, she wasn't kidding. The calzone was delicious. This is better, honestly. It is really freaking good. And you guys gotta look, the chunks of ham are in there mixed in with the bacon. It's really hard to tell them apart until I'm about to eat them. But like, this is a piece of ham there. This is a little piece of bacon. So it looks like there's more ham than bacon. Oh my goodness gracious though. But that taste. I'm sorry guys, I gotta have another bite, and then I promise we'll go ahead and try that garlic bread. Oh yeah, definitely the best thing I had. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I ordered that. She was not kidding, guys. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm a little scared to try this, just because I'm tired of trying it. That was really overwhelming, that garlic, the garlic knot that we had. But let's go ahead and try a bite of this. Wow. I don't know, maybe I'm just not that fond of garlic anymore. I don't want to say it's bad, because it's really not, but it's just too much garlic. It's too strong. It's so strong, it just takes away from everything else. I'm gonna keep eating this, man. You know what, guys? I almost want to end the video here, but as you guys know, there's one other thing that we gotta go ahead and film, and we also gotta try out. Let's go ahead and do that real quick, just so I can enjoy a good amount of this spaghetti, because I'm gonna be enjoying myself with that spaghetti. That thing is so freaking delicious. I gotta make sure I leave my wife some so she could try it, because it's really, really, really good, guys. I promise you, it is delicious. All right, so you got that chocolate cake here, and it's called their chocolate corruption cake. And basically it has dark chocolate, milk chocolate, as well as white chocolate. So you guys can see here. Normally they played it, but they put it in here. As I drove home, you know, it became closer and closer to room temperature, so like some of the chocolate pieces started coming apart. And I'm guessing that's from where they grabbed it, you know, dropped all the pieces there. But like, I wonder what it looks like. Let's go ahead and go here on this side, because I feel like that's gonna be the best view. We're gonna go ahead and dig right into it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, dark chocolate. Look at the darkness of that cake. Oh, and there's fudge at the bottom. Man, this might be way too much chocolate for me to try. But I'm a freaking lover of sweets, so let's go ahead and try this. All right, I had to cut it up a little bit. It was a big, huge piece that we got so I could show the camera. But let's go ahead and try it. You have to be a lover of dark chocolate, honestly. It's really good, I like it. I personally like it a lot. It's just that I know a lot of people that don't like dark chocolate. It has a very strong, bitter, dark chocolate taste. The outside with the chocolate chips, the milk chocolate chips, kind of helps dice it down. And then the white chocolate adds that touch of sweetness and creaminess. The texture of the cake itself is almost like a brownie. Maybe it's like a mix of a very light brownie to a very dense cake. The flavors, really good, like I said, but you have to like dark chocolate. If you don't like dark chocolate, you will not like this. I was really close to ordering tiramisu, but because we've had tiramisu at multiple locations before, I decided not to. Let's go ahead and try something different. I do like it, like I said. I personally love dark chocolate. It's delicious. I could eat that almost every day. But if you're not a lover of dark chocolate, don't get this. Pretty much get any other dessert that's on the menu. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys sticking with me, doing the video here in the house with everything that happened a week and a half ago, I believe. With that said, though, I'm really gonna enjoy the rest of this food. Gonna share some food with my family, with my wife, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I can't wait. I'm trying to think of what it's a good place to go ahead and go to, so you guys can really be shocked, since hopefully it'll be the first place that I can actually be back in a restaurant. If not, I'll explain why if we weren't able to, and we will see you here again. Regardless, thank you, as always. Please leave a comment below of any places that you know in Orlando that you personally want to visit that I can pass by and do a video on to see if the food's worth it. But until next time, guys, let's just keep on eating.